Welcome to day 9 of the Fight the Fat Challenge. Let's get started with the first minute with snowmans. So ready and go. So what you're gonna do is just start with your palms facing out at the bottom, down by your hips. Then you're gonna lift it up over your head, keeping a slight bend in the arms, and then bring it back down. So this one's gonna work out more of the front of your shoulder. Nice job. And this is a little bit more of a difficult shoulder exercise, so you might need to go a little bit lighter on this one, because I want you to keep good technique so you don't hurt your shoulders. Good job. You just have about 20 seconds left. Then we're gonna go into crunches with a hip curl. So just bring that weight up and bring it back down. I don't want you swinging the weight up. I just want you to be able to just lift it with your shoulders. All right, now drop it down to the mat for crunches with a hip curl. So you're gonna have your hands behind your head and then crunch up, and you're gonna cross your legs and bend your knees and tuck your knees into your chest as well. So you're lifting your hips and your shoulder blades off the mat. And you want to keep looking up towards the ceiling, not towards the wall. That'll help you keep your rib cage in tight. Good job, you guys. You're about halfway done. Just 20 seconds left. Pick up the pace. Then we're going to go into horizontal snowmans. Horizontal snowmans are similar to standing up snowmans, you're just laying down. So it's gonna work your shoulder at a little bit of a different angle. All right, and pick up those weights. And go. So you're gonna start with the weights down by your hips and then lift it up over to your head. And you're gonna keep the weights in front of you at all times so you can see them out of the corner of your eyes. You're not gonna let them fall out, extending your shoulders. You want to keep them in front. Horizontal is always harder for me. Is it harder for you, Lizzie? Yeah, it's harder for her. Is it harder for you guys at home? Yeah? If not, that's awesome. Okay, just 15 more seconds left of this round. I want you to keep a good, nice pace with great technique. And 3, 2, 1, time. Have a 1-minute rest and we'll see you back in a minute. Let's get started with round 2 with overhead press. So what you're gonna do is have your palms shoulder level, palms facing up, and press up over the top of your head. Nice job. So you wanna keep a slight bend in your arms, bringing those weights over your head. You don't have to touch them at the top unless you want to. And you just want to bring your elbows down to shoulder level. So Lizzie's doing a great job at that. She's stopping right where she needs to and then pressing it back up. Just 10 more seconds left of this, then we're gonna go into an inchworm with a push-up. Nice job. And go. So drop the weights, hands overhead, touch the ground, walk it out, little baby steps with your hands, push up, and walk it back in. Good job. And notice how Lizzie is going on her knees with the push-ups. That's great. If you can't quite do a push-up or you're losing form on your push-up, drop to your knees. You're still getting a good workout in with a push-up on your knees. Ooh, Lizzie's switching it up, staying on the toes that time. Good job, Lizzie. In about 10 seconds, we're gonna go into shoulder touches. And this time I want you to go really fast on these. In 3, 2, 1, drop it to the ground, hold a plank and touch or tap your shoulders. Remember on these ones, you wanna keep your core tight and try to not wiggle your body as much as possible. And you just wanna touch your shoulders super quick. It's a little burnout for them and for your core. You just got 20 seconds left. And keep your butts down, try to keep them in a line with your shoulders and your heels. Just 5 more seconds, really speed it up right now. Pick up the pace. Sorry, I lied, 5 more seconds. And time. Let's start round 3 with ab bikes on the ground. Ready and go. So put your hands behind your head with your elbows out, touching each elbow to your knee, twisting side to side. You want to keep your shoulder blades off the mat as much as you can. And for your feet, when you extend the leg, you want to keep it about 6 inches above the ground. The higher you lift your leg up, the easier it will be. The lower or the closer it is to the ground, the harder it's gonna be. Nice job, you guys. Keep twisting. Twist through the obliques. Everyone always asks me how to get rid of the love handles, and it's working out your obliques, and that's all twisting exercises. All right, just 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna go into Russian twist. And go. So sit it up, plant your feet on the ground, your butt on the ground, put your hands together and twist side to side. If you wanna hold a weight, that's awesome too. That'll take it to the next level. And make sure you're making a V with your body. You don't wanna be sitting straight up. That'll take all the tension out of your abs. So just lean it back a little bit. And twist. Try to touch either your hands or your elbows to each side if you're that flexible throughout your stomach. And in about 15 seconds, we're gonna switch to straight leg raises. Keep twisting, keep twisting. 3, 2, 1, and go. So lay it down, lift your legs up, and lower them down. So if you can't quite do this, you can just bend your knees a little bit and it'll make it a little bit easier. You're just gonna do this for 30 seconds and then you're gonna do flutters for 30 seconds. You can tuck your hands underneath your butt if you need it, or you can put it underneath your low back if it's bothering your lower back. Get ready to switch to flutters right now. Good job. So you're just gonna keep your legs straight as you can and kick them up and down. It'll make it a little bit easier to maintain the position if you tuck your hands underneath your cheeks or underneath your lower back. Good job, and you just wanna keep kicking, kicking. 5 more seconds left, pick up the pace. Flutter, 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 and time. Let's get started with round 4, your last round of the day, with a jab cross 2 jumping jacks. Ready and go. So remember, with that jab, you just want to take a tiny little step with your front foot, turning your palm down. So it's facing the ground and your knuckles are out. And then with the cross, you want to twist your hip. That's where all your power is actually going to come from, is from your hip. Also turning your palm down on that and your knuckles out. So in full speed, it's gonna be jab, cross, then go into 2, just regular jumping jacks. Nice job, you have about 20 seconds left of this, then we're gonna go into a 90-degree raise. So get ready to pick up your weights. And just a little fighter tip, when you're throwing punches, you want to keep your elbows tucked in towards your body. You don't want them to come out, because then it's easier to kick or land punches on your body. All right, and switch. So grab those weights, hold your arms at a 90-degree angle, and lift up. So you're just gonna lift your elbow from your waist up to shoulder level. And you want to keep your palms in line with your elbow the whole time. Nice job. Just keep a really steady pace, keeping good technique, but make sure you're using a weight that's challenging enough for you. And on the top of this one, you don't want to lift your shoulders up into your ears. You want to keep them tucked down, just lifting your arms. You have about 10 seconds left, then we're going to go into alternating heel touches on the ground. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1, and drop it down. So what you're gonna do is crunch your upper body up and rotate side to side. Nice job, and you're gonna try to touch your heels each time. If you can't quite touch them, that's fine. Just really reach for them. And you wanna keep your shoulder blades off the mat at all times, keeping the tension in your abs. That's where you're really gonna feel the burn, is when you're keeping the shoulder blades off the mat. All right, you just have about 20 seconds left of the day. So speed it up, pick up the pace, really try to touch those heels. Good job, 10 seconds left. Try to crunch up your shoulders a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1, and time. We'll see you tomorrow.